Hi there, my name is Xandra Lee, and I am the owner of TML, the Goddess Model in Raleigh, North Carolina. And I wanted to make this quick video to address some things in regards to COVID and classes at our facility in Raleigh, North Carolina. The very first thing I want to do is say thank you so much for taking an interest in our studio. And the second thing is interest is great, but I'm going to be very, very transparent here. I want to make sure that everybody, before coming into my studio, takes responsibility and acknowledgement of the fact that nobody is forcing anybody to go out and take pole dancing classes during a pandemic. TML is my home, my daughter's home, and the instructors that have been working at, not home that we actually live here, but you know, our business, we're here all the time. And the instructors that have been teaching here for years, okay? We have a belief system with TML. This whole business is centered around the belief system of goddess sensuality and human connection, okay? So it's not just a pole studio. It is a goddess sensuality center that is focused on a strong belief system in human connection. So with that being said, I would like to go over some of the policy and what we're doing, and the fact that I teach classes here, my daughter teaches classes here, and most of my instructors are my closest friends that I have been working with for years. We crawl around on those floors. We pole. My daughter is in that room right now choreographing, crawling around on the floor and swinging on the pole. Therefore, the studio, we are constantly cleaning it, not just for our clients, but for ourselves as well. When somebody walks through the door, well, when we first walk through the door, every evening, we are cleaning the doors down with alcohol, spraying it down, okay? Same with the window, the bathrooms, we're cleaning them, the floors, trash, doing the spiel, right? Before, after classes. Our classes are at limited capacity. The general public classes are at limited capacity due to COVID in general. And we used to always double up on poles a lot of the times, and most studios would, but that's a little too close during COVID. You know, you're on a pole and then somebody else is on a pole and you're sharing that, and you're not able to social distance. Poles in general though, moving to the pole and the spacing, are typically 6 feet from one another, even prior to COVID, because obvious reasons, you gotta swing around it. So you are holding a pole and you're gonna be swinging your leg out, that circumference needs to be there so that people are not colliding. So pole studios typically have that 10 foot, 6 foot distance between poles, okay? So we have 10 poles in our studio, which would allow typically 20 people in our pole room. We are not doing that. Our pole room is at half capacity, not 30%, half capacity. Some classes may be at 30% if somebody's out or something like that, or a few people are out, I mean. But there are 9 people that would be in each class, plus 1 instructor. Like I said, those poles have spacing as well. Parties are a little bit different because parties are usually family or close friends, and they decide. Parties tend to be a little bit different because that is a private party. People are deciding who they're inviting and how many. But for general public classes, it's 9 people and plus the instructor, so 10. And then I may come in and out, or the instructor may have an assistant. That spacing is still there in that room. Poles are constantly wiped down with alcohol before and after class and during class. During class is a normal practice in regards to pole studios all across the globe, even prior to COVID. The reason for this is because it helps with grip. So pole studios all over the place are pretty much stocked up on alcohol. But a lot of times you would go into the studio and you would see, you know, a basket that would have towels and people would wipe down their poles. with COVID, we are either using paper towels, or if it is a new class, a new series, that new series member will be given a new towel, and they can bring that towel to classes with them, okay? We give it to them, they leave, they wash it, they come back. Or you can bring a towel from home if you're enrolled in classes. Parties, typically paper towels, and the paper towels are thrown away, and that's how that works. Floor is constantly cleaned. We do a lot of floor work at TML. So again, I'm teaching classes, my daughter's teaching classes, that floor is clean and it's brand new. So, a lot of information. Moving forward, the big thing is mask. Okay, reading directly from the liability waiver. Scrolling towards the bottom, and forgive me, I tend to fumble my words, especially when I'm reading. COVID-19 important message. TML, the goddess model, is a belief system centered in goddess sensuality and connection with the feminine divine. At TML, the goddess model, we use dance and movement to help participants connect with their own inner goddess while learning to harness her universal energy and embrace physical body in all of its raw authenticity. As of November 23rd, 2020, North Carolina State Governor Roy Cooper added Executive Order 180, the below. Whereas businesses in North Carolina must do their part to flatten the curve of COVID-19 in North Carolina by ensuring their employees and guests wear face coverings at all times while on the premises, and by denying entry to those guests who do not wear face coverings unless an exemption to that requirement applies. TML, the goddess model, will not deny entry to anyone if they choose not to wear a face mask, as we strongly believe it is against the U.S. Constitution and an individual's constitutional rights. All people in the United States are protected by U.S. federal law, Title II of Civil Rights Act, SS 201A, and there's a link provided so that those can read all about that law. At TML, the goddess model, we want to be very transparent before anyone comes through our doors. TML Goddess Sensuality Center instructors will not be wearing face masks, nor will we be questioning anyone who chooses to wear or not to wear one, as this goes against our entire belief system. Please read below and carefully check off. I understand that classes at TML may be physically strenuous and require full oxygen intake during pole dance and cardio classes. Therefore, TML is not asking or requiring participants to wear masks. I'm aware that all TML clients will have the option to wear a mask or not, and will not be questioned regarding that choice. I am aware TML staff and instructors will be teaching mask-free. In checking the box below, I agree, and I am fully aware that I am attending classes at TML Goddess Model during a pandemic. TML Goddess Model is in no way responsible or liable for my health if I do catch the virus, and if it is traced back to another participant, a staff member, or the studio. I'm aware that if I choose to wear a mask during classes at TML, that TML is not responsible for any consequence in regarding that may occur before or after wearing a mask during physical exertion of pole dance or fitness workout. I voluntarily participate in TML's classes during the COVID-19 pandemic with full knowledge that the risk to my health, and I fully understand all the above. This is really important to me, that people read this and only check off if they thoroughly understand. With that being said, if there's any questions or concerns that you may have that have not been addressed in this video, feel free to contact us with the email that is above on all the pages. That is the tmlfitness@gmail.com. Yes, tmlfitness@gmail.com, or the phone number that is listed on the pages as well. Just send a text over to that and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. And thank you again for your interest in TML. Bye.